All right, let's talk eBay reselling. How to make money. I'm not a financial advisor, um, but I'm not going to lie to you. You can make a lot of money selling on eBay. It's not one of those overnight things. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something that you can start doing and then put down and just be like, how come I'm not making any money? If you treat eBay like a full-time job, it'll treat you like a full-time, client, full-time paycheck, a full-time whatever. And I learned a long time ago, you should never work a job you hate. You should never do something for a paycheck, especially if you don't like the environment, you don't like the job, and you don't like the people. Because at the end of the day, you're whittling away at your mindset, your psyche, your everything, because you're doing something you really are not into for money. And yeah, I understand sometimes you don't have a choice, and a job is a job. But if you have that mindset where you just stop, you don't look for another job, or you don't want to, you're a defeatist. And a defeatist is someone who just gives up. I'm not that kind of person. But I digress. I chase wild geese a lot, if you know what that means. But I'm sitting outside today, and I want to talk to you about eBay, about flipping, reselling, buying things, finding things, and making money out of nothing. As you can tell by my shirt, I like eBay. I love eBay. So, in this video, we are going to go over the pros and cons of selling on eBay, how to source material, how to get started, my opinions and tips, and then I'm going to link you, or I guess help connect you with more people like me who have inspired me to take the initial plunge into the eBay reselling world, at least on YouTube. And it'll be good for everybody involved. All right, so let's think. What does it mean to you? I ask a lot of people a lot of questions because I think the best way to motivate someone is to make them think and make them think for themselves. So I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. And of course, I'll answer my own questions, but I want you to think, because that's where it starts. It starts with an idea. It starts with a thought. Okay? What does eBay mean to you? And what does reselling mean to you? Think about it. Pause the video, channel some, radio waves or something, and answer out loud. It's okay. If someone thinks you're talking to yourself in your lunch break, well, who cares? The point I'm trying to make is eBay is like what I learned in business school, supply and demand. Everything sells. You just have to market it and, find that one buyer. eBay is a facilitator to help me or anyone else move a product, a good, a service, whatever you want to call it. I like to think that I give people things that they want at affordable prices. And you and everyone else who buys and sells on eBay is doing the same thing. It's facilitation of business economics 101, supply and demand. I have it, you want it, and you pay me for it. eBay is the great facilitator that allows all of us who use it, who sell on it, who buy on it, who just browse it every now and then. It's a happiness device in the way that I get what I want, which is money, and I'm giving you what you want, which is something that you paid for. And I could talk about that all day, but we're going to move on to what is reselling and what does reselling mean to you. And like I said, you think about it, take as much time as you need, but I'll explain to you how I feel about reselling and how I came into it and how it's paying my bills. So, I stumbled on the reselling, I guess, by accident. Or, I guess, reselling like found me. And it's the old saying that, you know, you should never fight to keep someone in your life. The people who need to be in your life are going to be there, whether anyone else is or not. And that's true for reselling. If reselling finds you and comes to you and says, hey man, guess what? It's time. It's time to unlock your full potential. You can laugh at it, you can think, whatever. You know, write it off. It's not a big deal. But think about this. If you can turn your hobby, something you enjoy doing, into a job that pays you money to do it, what are you waiting for? Do it. Right? Okay. And you say, yeah, that's easier said than done. Okay, that's absolutely true. Believe me, no one gets started overnight. No one makes their business out of nothing. No one pulls rabbits out of their hats, their butts, or wherever they're pulling rabbits out of, or ideas or money. And if it worked like that, well then, that's another video entirely that I probably can't talk about. But reselling to me means you buy something low, you sell it high for a profit, or you help someone get something that they want and you get something you want in return, which is money. I used to have a job where they would throw away a lot of things. I never asked any questions. I did it because it was part of my job. We threw away things, we did all kinds of stuff, and I never thought twice about it. And then I got let go from that job. And I thought, man, all those things that were being thrown away, that I was throwing away because it was my job, had value. We were finding name brand sunglasses, iPods, all kinds of stuff. And, you know, I have morals and I'm not going to take it and steal it. And of course, eBay even says, you know, you can't list things that you illicitly found or whatever you stole or came by in suspicious means. But I had a thought. I thought, I don't have a job. I don't have a source of income. I have a pregnant wife and a baby on the way. What am I going to do? Then I thought, maybe I'm onto something here. Then it came to me, hey, there's money in everything. And if you work at something, if you try it, if you don't give up, you don't give in, and you push yourself on days, believe me, there are days you don't want to get out of bed. There are days you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror. There are days that you want to skip to the next day. I've been there. I know you've been there. It's not easy, but it's life. You got to suck it up. You got to pull your butt up, and you got to drag your butt right through it. And that's how I came into reselling, because I realized if I couldn't find a job, I had no money, I had to sell the things that I had that were worth money to make money. Well, I still have the car, but I had a very nice, expensive car. I thought, well, I can sell it. I'll buy another car. I thought, no, give it time. Give it time. Sure enough, I don't bet, because I'm not a betting man, because it's a scam to take your money. But I only bet when I know I can win. And I told myself, I'm gonna bet on myself, but I know I'm gonna win. So I went with it. I pushed ahead. I did it. Well, that was 5 years ago. Reselling doesn't always pay the bills. Not everyone is lucky. Not everyone can do what other people do on eBay. And I mean, yeah, you can be a full-time reseller or a part-time reseller and still make money. But like, if you treat it like a full-time job and you list, which I plan on making another video on the eBay algorithm eventually, because there is a method to the madness. But all I'm going to say, and then we'll move on to another topic, is that eBay is the great facilitator. It can pay your bills, but you should not quit your day job to go thrift stores and buy everything you see because you know you're going to make money. That's a terrible idea.